We've got a full slate of things to talk about today, starting with the White House Employment Agency, some might call it, as another Democratic Senate candidate has revealed that he was offered an administration position if he would drop out of his race for the Senate. Then we're going to talk to CBS News' Scott Conroy, who's kind of our resident expert on Sarah Palin, about the new Palin head movement, people online who are trying to build a presidential campaign for Sarah Palin in 2012. And finally, Juan Zarate will be here with his week's flashpoints from the fallout from Israel to exploding drug violence in Jamaica. We're going to span the globe in the search of the top stories overseas that we all need to know about. But first to Andrew Romanoff, who's campaigning and on the road right now in a car in Colorado Springs, running for the Senate out there, and he joins me now by phone. And, of course, Mr. Romanoff, you have kind of come to national attention here because it turns out the White House tried to get you out of the race by dangling some job offers in front of you. Did they actually offer you a specific job, or what exactly happened?
Thanks for asking, Bob. And to be clear, I am calling you from our campaign bus, but I'm not driving it. I don't want anybody to conclude I'm breaking the traffic laws of Colorado while I'm talking to you. What happened is this. I received a call from Jim Messina, the President's Deputy Chief of Staff. He informed me that the White House would support my opponent, Senator Bennett. I told Mr. Messina that I had decided to run for the Senate nonetheless. He told me that 3 positions might be available to me were I not pursuing the Senate race, and emailed me descriptions of those positions. I told him that I would not change course. That's the last time I had any communication on this matter with Mr. Messina or anyone else from the White House, and that was in September of 2009.
Were you surprised by this? Were you offended by it? What was your reaction? I mean, did this call just come out of the blue?
A number of folks have done their best to keep me from running for the Senate, and of course, similar efforts are to prevent primaries that took place in Pennsylvania. Those efforts did not have any effect on me. I'm running for the Senate, and the good news is I'm winning. We won the state convention 2 weeks ago by 21 points, despite the fact that my opponent is heavily subsidized by the most powerful special interests in America. Voters are signing on with our campaign.
Well, that's certainly spoken by like a true candidate would speak. I've just got to add, there's one little highlight to all of this today in the Washington Post. Al Kamen, in his In the Loop column, reveals what he calls an up until now secret office in the White House, which he calls the Special Handler for Offering Virtual Employment, or the acronym he says is SHOVE. So I guess you got the call from SHOVE. Do you think that the White House did anything illegal here when they offered this job to you? Did they pressure you in any way? I mean, what just as a candidate and as a person, how did you feel about this?
Well, plainly, the White House's efforts made no impact on my decision to run. I'm running because I believe I've got the best ability to represent Colorado in the U.S. Senate. And while I respect and support the president and look forward to working with him, this decision is going to be made by the people of Colorado, as it should be. And to be candid with you, as we travel around the state, I've met only a handful of folks who say, well, gosh, the president's endorsement in this race settles the matter for us. Most Coloradans are quite determined to exercise their own judgment, as they are known to do. And I expect when all is said and done, we'll win the nomination and the general election.
Has this come up in any way during the campaign? Has anybody tried to make an issue of it and hold it against you? I mean, after all, you did say, no, I'm not interested.
No, most folks want to know is how are you going to get them a job, and how are we going to strengthen the economy and hold down the cost of health care? What are you going to do about the oil spill in the Gulf? And how are you going to stand up to the oil industry and the insurance companies and the big Wall Street banks and put the priorities of ordinary Coloradans, ordinary Americans ahead of special interests? Those are the priorities that people share with me, and certainly those are the priorities I will bring to the U.S. Senate.
All right. Well, Andrew Romanoff, we want to thank you for joining us this morning and giving us a few more details on how all of this came about and took place. I think we're losing you on the phone here, but I think we got the gist of what you had to say today. So thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Schieffer. I appreciate it.
Okay.